What's Arms, your free commercial for non-profit making societies or organizations in Sierra Leone.
Hello, this is Watson from Capital Radio with me, Ahmad. Today we're at the Female Correctional Center in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where 4 girls will be released from custody as part of the Football for Reform effort spearheaded by Isha Johansen. With me here is Madam Jenneh Amara Bangali, who is one of the organizers for Fashion for Change. Welcome to Capital Radio.
Thank you.
Yeah, so firstly, what can you tell us about the significance of this event?
Well, I think it's significant because it's a way forward for the inmates because we have helped them in the way we know how to, and now it's up to them to actually appreciate and use what has been given to them in the best possible way that they know how to, which is in transforming themselves so that when they're released, they will go into society being able to actually look after themselves and empower themselves.
All right, so we've seen the release of 4 girls from the Female Correctional Centers. How did you go about getting them back to freedom?
Well, a lot of these women had debts to pay, and some of the debts you really just ponder over it because there were such small amounts. Some of them were huge, some of them were not so much. But just because of that, they were sent to prison, and it's a big relief for them and for us that we have been able to help them pay off their debts and set them free.
All right, thank you very much. This is Ahmad speaking with Madam Jenneh Amara Bangali, who is one of the organizers for this program. Thank you for speaking to Capital Radio.
Thank you.
My colleague Eric Kawa is in England, and he caught up with FIFA Council Executive Member Isha Johansen, who is the pioneer of the Football for Reform initiative. Over to you, Eric.
Thank you so much, Ahmad, and happy International Women's Day to all wonderful women. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with FIFA Council Executive Member Isha Johansen. Glad to have you again on Capital Radio 104.9.
Hello, Eric. Always nice to be with you again.
Great. So what can you tell us about the Football for Reform initiative?
Football for Reform is basically, it's an initiative which seeks to use football with its obvious powers of being able to bring about change, of unifying, of breaking barriers, and also healing where barriers have been creating. I guess I said that earlier about the unifying bit. Football speaking all the languages, or one language as it were, to use those powers as a positive change.
Through these efforts, you have helped to secure the freedom of 4 girls from the correctional centers in Sierra Leone. What does this mean?
Today was a very emotional day. I was extremely nervous because I wasn't really sure that we could get any of these girls out so soon. It's a very symbolic day, which other day really, at the start of the year, celebrating women and girls, could something like this have happened? So I feel very humbled, and it's a good feeling. But you see, the thing that we have to also understand about the girls at the correctional center is that there are lots of girls and lots of women in that correctional center that are stuck in there simply because they do not have the means of accessing legal representation. And that, and I didn't realize this, and this is what shocked us. So there are girls there who are in there because they can't pay the fine for theft or whatever other offense or minor offense they may have committed.
So do we expect to see more girls released?
Well, yes. I mean, that's the whole aim, that we can hope to see many more girls. I mean, if we could get all of those girls out of there, all of those young women out of the correctional center, and then shut down the correctional center because there won't be any more offenders, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? But life isn't like that, really. But again, the vast majority of the girls, or a good number of the girls that are there, that have no business being there, they're there because they don't have money to have legal representation, or they don't have money to pay for their fines for petty crimes, basically. I think it's a bit on the harsh side, the sentences that they receive. So it's to try to get them out and get them back into society and have them be better citizens, if you like. And whilst they're in there, just empower them so they go out there with a more meaningful purpose, an outlook towards life.
Well done, such a great initiative that you're doing.
So thank you. And then I'd like to also take this opportunity again of wishing all the women out there and the young ladies and the young girls a very happy International Women's Day.
And that is FIFA Council member Isha Johansen. Thank you so much for speaking to Capital Radio. And over to you, Ahmad, back in Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much, Eric. That is on What's On for today. Happy International Women's Day from Capital Radio. I am Ahmad Ba.
What's On? Free commercials for non-profit making societies or organizations. Send your information to What's On at capitalradio.sl.
Capital Radio. First with news, first with information, and first with music.